All right, we're changing gears now. It's time for our cultural interlude, and we're going to talk about the Cannes Film Festival, of course, because it's going to get underway in the south of France in a few hours' time. There's an impressive array of films this year, from prestige period dramas to late-night sex fests. The likes of Catherine Deneuve, Sienna Miller and Charlize Theron are expected on the red carpet. Now, France 24's arts editor Yves Jackson is in Cannes for us and joins us now. Hello, Yves. So what can we expect then from this year's festival?
Well, Claire, I've been coming for quite a few years now, and I can tell you anything is possible here at the Cannes Film Festival, both on and off screen. What I can promise you, though, is lots of glamour with the likes of the French actress Marion Cotillard, who's starring in a modern-day adaptation of Macbeth, and Charlize Theron, who's here with Mad Max Fury Road. There are 80 films in the selection, and these are the movies we're going to be talking about for the next weeks, for the next months. Some of them might even go on to win Oscars, as The Artist did a few years ago. Now, it's a very strong year for French cinema. There are 5 French movies in the competition, and the festival is actually opening with a French film from the little-known actress and director Emmanuel Berco. It's called Standing Tall. Here's a taster.
Pas là, je te dis. Saisis ta chance, mon gars. Là, on t'en offre une, alors prends-la, putain. T'es ici pour ton bien. La capuche. Cours, malhonnête, cours.
Allez, reste avec nous, Marlo, allez.
Je suis un point à rien.
Ça, c'est à moi de le dire et je suis pas d'accord avec ça.
Aucun incident à signaler ces derniers mois. Tu gères mieux tes émotions. T'es d'accord avec ça?
Est-ce que la reprise d'une scolarité vous paraît vraiment pertinente?
Calme-toi, tout va bien. Ouais, calme-toi.
Ça s'est réglé ces problèmes de violence?
Écoute, on y travaille.
So Standing Tall is about a delinquent and the people who try to save him. It stars the grande dame of French cinema, Catherine Deneuve. Here's the director now, Emmanuel Berco, and why she chose her.
It was totally obvious because I wrote the part for her from the start. I had just done a movie with her where I saw her in every possible angle, and I've seen maybe 100 movies she was in. Catherine still managed to surprise me. Actually, she stupefied me in this role.
Now, Standing Tall has some great acting and it's a very strong film, but for me, this is not a good choice as an opener, as it kicks off the festival on quite a depressing note, not something we're used to here at the Cannes Film Festival.
The festival. What usually happens on opening night?
Well, the great and the good from all over the world gather on the red carpet. As I said, usually the festival starts with a big blockbuster like The Great Gatsby or The Da Vinci Code, or last year it was Grace of Monaco. This year it's slightly different, but does that mean it's going to open on a slightly less glam note? I would say not. We, of course, have got Catherine Deneuve, who's going to have a very queenly presence on the red carpet. Now, the master of ceremonies is once again the French actor Lambert Wilson. It's the second year he's going to be doing it in a row. So what's his secret?
It's a funny job being MC at Cannes, because you can't do a number like one does at the Oscar ceremony or at the Tony Awards. It's different. It's less of a show. It's more serious. It's shorter. So, but there are not that many actors in France who can speak many languages, who can go from English to Italian to Spanish, and so I can do that.
Yves, 20 films in competition, all vying for the Palme d'Or. Who's picking the winners this time?
There is, of course, a very glamorous and a very talented jury made up of 9 film greats. This year they include Sienna Miller, Jake Gyllenhaal and Xavier Dolan. And for the first time ever, there will be 2 jury presidents. They are the American filmmakers, the Coen brothers. Now, Ketavan Gorjestani and Renaud Lefort look back at their career.
A chilled-out slacker, a playwright with a bad case of writer's block, and a psycho killer with a terrifying haircut. Welcome to America, as seen through the eyes of the Coen brothers.
They're the quintessential American filmmakers.
There's always some kind of criticism of America, but it's always loving criticism. They're America's crazy, sad, sinister, and extremely amusing all at once.
Mixing screwball comedy with film noir, a successful recipe, especially at the Cannes Film Festival, starting with their second feature film, Raising Arizona. In 1991, they won the prestigious Palme d'Or for Barton Fink before nabbing the Best Director prize 5 years later with Fargo. There was no love on the French Riviera for No Country for Old Men, despite its 4 Oscars. But the Coen brothers made a successful comeback 2 years ago with Inside Llewyn Davis, receiving the jury's Grand Prix from the great Steven Spielberg himself. Praised by their peers, they've also secured a devoted fan base. Dozens of them gathered in Paris to watch the cult classic The Big Lebowski. Hey, Jude! Boxers, sandals, bathrobes, and beers, a tribute to the dude, played by Jeff Bridges.
Are you employed, Mr. Lebowski?
Wait, let me explain something to you. I am not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude.
He's like God, you know, because he's doing nothing and he's great.
So it's to take life as it is, really simple, without stress, and really cool.
120 years after the invention of the cinematograph by the Lumiere brothers, the festival is, through the Coens, celebrating all the great brothers in movie history.
Well, that's it from me. I'm going to be here in movie heaven for the next 2 weeks, so be sure to join me every day from the Cannes Croisette. See you then.
Will do, Eve. Enjoy movie heaven.